Since then, several other shootings have occurred across the country that have prompted calls for new laws. NBC4's Ohio State House newsroom reporter Jason Aubrey tells us those laws have still not been passed here in Ohio, and some, like Governor John Kasich, are not pleased about that.
Some lawmakers have pushed back against legislation that would create, in part, a red flag law. Governor Kasich says the next gun bill that comes to his desk should be that bill.
Ohio schools are not immune to shootings. In 2012, a gunman killed 3 people at Chardon High School, and just last year, Logan Cole nearly died in a school shooting at West Liberty High School. He says the shooter showed no signs to him of being a threat before the shooting.
There was nothing that I could tell from what I knew of him that would be pointing toward what he did.
That is partially why Logan urged careful deliberation on a new bill that would create a red flag law.
Who decides if somebody's dangerous? I think that's something that really needs to be considered. I think just be careful with what you make because it could be used in the wrong way.
And he says while he doesn't think arming every teacher is the right path,
I think that if the situation hadn't died down in the bathroom, and he would have continued what he planned on, then I think an armed adult definitely would have been helpful.
These are similar to what some Republicans who oppose Kasich's solutions would like to see done. The governor's press secretary, John Keeling, released a statement on his behalf recently that reads in part, he believes the next piece of gun-related legislation that he signs needs to be the package of common sense reforms that has been introduced and which will provide valuable tools to reduce gun violence.
When asked what needs to happen to keep kids safe in Ohio's schools, Logan says address mental health issues. Local for you at the State House, Jason Aubrey, NBC4.